Hello friends and my dear students. We have already discussed self join, we discussed natural join, we discussed EQ join, and right now I'm going to discuss outer join, and that too left outer join, and after that we'll discuss right outer join, and in the end we'll discuss the full outer join. So what is basically outer join? In an outer join is used to return results by combining rows from two or more tables. What happens in left outer join? It returns the matching rows of both the tables, and whichever records are matched in both the tables. In addition, the leftover rows of the left table. So there are two tables, and the first table is known as the left table, and second table is known as the right table. And here we are going to apply outer join left. So let's see how to join it. And suppose I have the table student, and in this table I have four records, four students, and student ID and respective names and labs where they have to go for learning or to study. So L1 is the name of, or L1 is the code of the lab. L2 is again the code of the lab. L3 is the code of the lab, and L4 is the code of the lab. And we have the second table, like you can say the labs. In labs, we have the code of labs, that is lab code, like labs code. And again here in labs code, because on the basis of labs column, we'll make the relation and we'll join the tables. And labs code L1, L2, L3, L6, these are the labs. Their respective names are computer name, economics, physics lab, and atal lab, and their locations means where they are located. So what we want to outer join left. So what will happen? So if this code means this lab is matched with the code of this lab, means this record will be considered as output. Similarly, this code is matching with this code, so this record will also be considered in the output. And here you see this is L3, so L3 code is also considered in the output because these codes are matching. And what will happen in this case, left outer join? So these matched records will be considered as output. And in addition, and I'm emphasizing on, and in addition, that whichever is left in the left table will also be considered in output. So if you want to understand this concept, I'm using Venn diagram, so you will grab the idea. So suppose we have two tables, and in these two tables, L1, L2, L3, these lab codes are common, means they are in uh, labs table, and L1, L2, L3 also available in student table. And the code which is not available in labs is L4, and the code which is not available in the lab table is L6. So what would be the result? And from this Venn diagram, you'll be able to understand the codes which are common will be considered in the output table, and the leftover of the left table will also be considered in the output. but whatever is in the right table will be discarded. So in that output, you'll see L1, L2, L3, and L4. So this way we can understand left outer join. Let's see. So how to apply outer join SQL statement. So these are two tables and we have drawn a diagram, Venn diagram. So here L1, L2, L3, they are the common labs, common codes in both the tables, and L4 is not available in the labs table, and that is why this is left in left table only. But L6 is available in the labs table, but it is not considered because it is not following the left join or left outer join. So what should be the SQL statement we should write for left outer join? So this is the SQL query for this. I am going to select student ID, means this, student name means this, lab name means this from the right side table, and block where they are located. So this means these four columns I am going to grab or want to take in the relation. And from student table, because we have two tables, one is a student table and other is labs table. So student left outer join, student first table, left outer join on the second table, that is labs. Student, there'll be the left outer join between student and labs, and that is why we have to write student, then left outer join and the second table, and on this condition, because we are going to match this column from both the tables. So student dot lab is equal to labs dot lab. So whichever uh, rows are matched, those rows will be considered as output, and leftover of the left table will also be in the output relation. So let's see. So result relation will be like this. So see here, L1 means computer lab, L2 that is economics lab, L3 that is physics lab, and L4 which is not available in the labs. That is why it is the leftover of the left table, and that is why the result will be, these are the common rows from both the tables, and this is leftover which is in the left table only. So this way we can see the output of left outer join. So let's move to MySQL so that we can do the hands-on on this. So MySQL is ready, and my notepad file is also ready. So I'm going to copy this. I have what? I have the tables of student table and labs table. Okay. So what I am going to do, one thing I want to make the change, that is the lab name and lab. I am going to change this also. Just giving this lab. Now I am going to copy this and paste it there in MySQL so that I'll not consume, or this activity will not consume the more time in MySQL. So I'm going to paste it here. Control V. C and V here, and so see here. So database is changed, info 12th, and table is created. So student table is created and these 4 records are inserted. Similarly, I have created the second table, labs, and here I have inserted 4 records. So 4 records are here. So my data is ready. I can see it. Select asterisk from student. Select asterisk from labs. So these are 2 tables, and within using these 2 tables, I am going to apply left outer join. So again, you see, this is the formula, or this is the SQL query which you have to apply. So select what I want. Select I want SID, comma S underscore name, comma lab name, comma block from student left outer join. So see here, left outer join. I'm going to apply left outer join with labs and on student dot lab is equal to labs dot lab. So this is my SQL statement to apply outer join left and semicolon. So here you see, so these 3 records were common, these rows were common. Aniket computer lab, Amrit economics A block, Swasini physics lab Ota cabin, but Radish was available in the left table, but its detail was not available in the right table, and that is why the leftover record is of the left table is this. So in the result table or in the result relation, this record or all the records which are left over will be reflected, and their respective columns, which should be lab name and block, since they are not in uh, the right table, so they will be filled with null. So this way we can use your left outer join in MySQL. Hope you understood, and if you understood, kindly work on that and practice it. And if you like the video, kindly share it with your students or with the friends. And if you have not subscribed my channel, kindly subscribe it so that you can get the notifications of videos whichever is uploaded. So we'll meet in the next video. Till then, bye bye.